Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is Caprock High School. There's a great backstory to this year's performance. It's a personal thing, and it's between me and one of the cadets. But uh, it's a story, a little story of struggle, and the team just is really eventually at the end of the drill season, the team really did a fantastic job, in spite of several issues, and I'm really quite at a distance proud of the team's accomplishments. That's really outstanding. So let's get into this performance here. So you're lined up at an angle. This is it's kind of odd that the setup here is doesn't allow you to be completely off the and you had to move a cone, it looks like. So it looks like you possibly could have. Oh, maybe you didn't have to move a cone. Maybe there's a double cone there. I don't know. Anyway, looks like you probably could have chosen where you entered, which I really prefer. That needs to happen more at drill meets. Honestly, that enables just an abundance in creativity. Anyway, so you're at parade rest, standard parade rest. This is telling me that you have a certain holdback, and I don't necessarily mean that in a negative way, but regulation drill has its box there. This is the regulation drill box, and you cannot do anything outside that regulation drill box. All the guidance that we have in the drill and ceremonies manuals is for that. When it comes to exhibition, different is very, very good. There are clear rules for regulation drill, and also there are there are clear rules for a performance, and military drill hasn't had these rules enunciated, as far as I know. I'm not well integrated into the military drill world. I'm doing my own thing and providing information. So there might be a handful of people who might understand what I'm talking about, or at least know what I shouldn't say understand, but already know what I'm talking about as far as communication and staging, orientation, things like that. So, it, but I don't know. I really don't know who knows out there who knows what I know. So I'm giving this information out as to educate as many people as possible to help you all understand what's going on. So difference here is going to be beneficial. Can you see my cursor? Yes. All right. So difference in the platoon is really going to be beneficial for the start. Even just the setup like this, even just that, it's really going to be beneficial. All right. So generating some really good energy, and then going to forward march. Okay, so all right, and I'll let it play in just a sec. So you've generated the anticipation. The audience is now looking. You had the chant. You had the butt slams, the movement. All right, great. Let's see what goes on. And Commander, you're stepping over logs, so your step style is different from the rest of the team. It doesn't look like anybody else is doing that. So you're lifting your foot and then kind of bringing it back, lifting it up over an imaginary log. It looks like. So the difference in step technique is a variation. We don't want the variation because it affects effectiveness. It affects communication, and so just having the team march in at port with and beasting the rifle not a fan of that term, but what else are we going to call it? This, you had this, the entrance. Okay, great. Chant, butt slams. Wow, all right, what's going on? And now we drop down to marching in at port and beasting the rifle. That was not my expectation. All right, so we have a split here. Nice rifle work. Upside down. And nobody else is. So it looks like this cadet made a mistake and decided not to go out of his way to fix it. Excellent job. That was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So since you're all at the normal everyday present, everybody's hand really should look like this. You should be along the same angle with this part of your hand, this top part, your index finger. You know, your index finger goes all the way down to your wrist. It's just articulated here at the knuckle. So the top line of your index finger really should match the front angle of the buttstock. And here we have wrapped and a huge angle here, almost a right angle, and you're wrapped straight. That's good, but here you got the cupping, flat. So again, variation of technique, hand placement as well. Most are really quite good. Little high, definitely high, right on, kind of high. So even though, see, you start off with exhibition drill, and now you're down to regulation drill, or an exhibitionized type of regulation so far. Really liked the odd split of the platoon, but then you don't do anything with it. It's just an expansion to report in, and that's it. There was so much there that could have been done, and I encourage you to explore the creative process of opening statement. You got that. And then the lead in, the 7 parts of an exhibition drill routine, the lead in up to the report in, then the report in, then the movement away from the judge, then this, and all 7 parts. But design the exhibition routine in each one of those parts. Just this. Now, that's nice. It's very forceful. However, you were here at this level for exhibition drill. Side steps, not a huge fan, especially so many. Now that was nice. I appreciate that. That's good. Turn around. However, okay, let's go back to this. I missed the cadet with the upside down rifle. I want to see how he recovers from this. He did an excellent job. Oh, well done. There he is. That was really well done. Okay, so stepping over these side steps, you with the pass in between the windows here, you've got to align so that you're right behind each other and not. So there's a lack of effectiveness here, lack of precision. And then rifle angles were angled and then flat. Oh, that was nice. I appreciate the movement there, the patterned marching in order to recreate the platoon. That worked really well. But Commander, you're in front of the whole sequence here. With your back to the audience, you're blocking some of the communication. So, and again, I don't know who will immediately recognize this, but I'm here to educate. We need to get out of this paradigm of the commander needs to be right here, right now, at this point, and cannot move until, with this, with the platoon here and the commander here, and then turning around and then essentially blocking part of the communication. Everybody's watching what's going on here. Now, there might be a handful of people and just a couple of judges. It doesn't matter. Even if you're performing to the wall, it really doesn't matter. You need to design the routine so that everyone can see what's going on all the time. So that means integration of the commander at certain points, and then having the commander step away. Depends on what he or she is armed with, and some other factors. But I really do appreciate that. That was very good. Not as accurate as it could have been. You saw some movement there to get realigned. So I honestly, I think, Commander, you really need to be in the platoon here. It doesn't make sense to have you standing alone with the rest of the team. Now, I appreciate those moves. It is a command. Marching at an angle can be tough. Look at this pass through. Nicely done. However, still not as accurate as could have been. So that, like I said, I do appreciate the signals that the commander is giving. So this is an angled blackout move. So not too bad, really. Most of the ranks did really well on alignment. A bit of a problem back here with alignment with this cadet. Don't know exactly what the problem was. I don't want to keep going back and forth for you watching this, but you can, definitely rewind and watch. So here, okay, this is a problem. There are several teams that will do this, and why? What's the purpose of this? How does this impact the routine, especially with the commander doing the same thing and yet facing away from the audience? Commander, and this is, again, I want to make sure that my viewers understand this. This has nothing, I don't know who the commander is. I don't know the cadet who sent in the request for the critique, giving me the backstory. I don't know if he's the commander or if he's one of the team members or what. I have no idea. He didn't say, and I don't need to know. But the commander's position here, totally not working. It really ruins the effect of the team being at the same position and yet facing the audience. It works facing the audience. It doesn't work not facing the audience, and it doesn't work having your back or having your back to the audience, but it being in front of the platoon. So it's quite possible that since this is what see, I can never read dates because I'm so used to military dates. So this is either February with the 02 or it's April with the 04. No idea. I never remember how civilian dates are written. I'm so used to the military way. After doing it for ever. Anyway, so it's quite possible that the signals were required. Let's say this is February 4th of 2023. So it's quite possible that the commands were required at this time, and eventually over time, as the team became more comfortable with the routine, that certain signals were taken out, certain commands were removed, so that there was more of a flow, a horizontal flow to the whole routine. Right now, with the halt and the signals and the modified parade rest position there, the flow just halts. It stops. It there's nothing going on. It's not a performance quality. So with the stilted flow of the routine, over time, then that could indicate early days for the team. And even just the nice, nicely done. That works well. Just don't hold it too long. Nice ripple through. That was really quite sharp. And the staging and the orientation for the team there was really very, very good. Ooh, interesting. I like it. Yes, well done. That's great. That's a kind of box drill. And so, just so you are aware of this, let's go back to here. Watch the feet. Watch what they're doing with their feet. They're not flanking. Not everyone, anyway. Now watch. Coming up here. You see how they're moving, flanking on the inside foot there. This whole line here flanked on the inside foot to turn this way. This line that was over here coming in, they turned on their inside foot. There's a, to execute a flank, a normal flank, we will pivot on the outside foot. Outside meaning opposite of the turn. Pivoting on the inside foot, throwing that outside foot over, that helps the sequence along in that everybody can turn at the same time unless they're on opposite feet. That's a whole different subject, whole different discussion. So not the precision's just not there. Some timing issues as well. Rifle placement issues still hovering off the ground here, or off the deck, I should say. I see rifle placement there. So it's dangerous, being in this line here. White stripes, white sling, another white stripe, the white cover, the ability to expose to error is extreme here, and so it just screams out when you have this position here, and then just before this it had the short toss, and there was a bad bit of timing, maybe a technique issue there. Good job, good pass through. That worked well, and you're holding your lines too. Rotation of the lines, that's great. A and B work, I like it a lot. However, it took a long time to get here with just you marching in place. I know you were checking alignment. I could see that. I got that. But right here, see, you've got it. You should have been there in 4 and not any longer. Nice. That works really well. The slow movement juxtaposed with the faster. Please don't go back and forth. Oh, camera operator, don't do that. Just leave it. Oh, I'm going to get seasick. You just got to Since it's so close, you just got to stay in one position. Actually, it doesn't matter how close you are. You stay in one position. Well done on the good. Not bad on the ripples. Really, the sound is quite good. So again, marching at either port or right shoulder, there isn't any performance quality there. All right, you're marching, you look sharp. That's great. How many thousands of cadets can march and look sharp? Just marching, just marking time. Needs something else there. This is exhibition drill. Got to have some other quality in there, some type of performance, either either footwork, body work, rifle manipulation, something in there. Okay, good. Now, that's a powerful stance. That's a powerful formation. That's what your report in should have been like. This kind of thinking should have been the entrance and the report in. This is good. It was an interesting exchange here at the front. Nice. That's great. So, a couple of phasing issues there, but still. So instead of that, you could have used II as your command to exit and then go forth. So you tended to speed up there, and then the ones who were not marching in place had to speed up their tempo just to get into place. So that was a slight issue there, but nice. And right out the door. At carry, too. That's good. Yeah, excellent. That's an excellent departure. If only you had that ability everywhere you went. That's just fantastic. So you have some really good performance moments throughout the routine. Still a couple of issues here and there. Talked about the entrance, talked about the commander, and I really think if your commander is going to be armed with a rifle, integrate him or her, as the case may be, at appropriate times. And a couple of design issues, but still some really good staging and good orientation issues as well that worked. Excellence needs some work, but then again, this could have been February. So anyway, thanks so much for the request. I really appreciate it. That was an enjoyable routine to watch. Have a good day.